Hello students, good morning everybody. Today we are discussing about the SN1 reaction. In a previous video we are discussing about the SN2 reaction, that is nucleophilic substitution reaction, that is biomolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Then after, in that video we are discuss about SN1 reaction. It is also very important reaction in view of exam. S means that is substitution, N means nucleophilic, and 1 means unimolecular. Uni means 1 or first order reaction, that is SN1 reaction. Nucleophilic substitution first order reaction or nucleophilic substitution unimolecular reaction. Unimolecular means the rate of reaction depends upon the concentration of only one reacting species. In the reaction there is the two species which react to each other and gives the product. The rate of reaction depends only on the only one substrate or one species, then it is known as unimolecular reaction. That is, the concentration of nucleophile does not influence in the reaction rate. That means it is a nucleophile. The rate of that reaction does not depend upon the concentration of that OH negative ion or nucleophile. It is totally depends upon the concentration of tertiary butyl bromide, that is only one species. In that reaction the rate of reaction is changed when the concentration of that species is changed. That means in that reaction there is the concentration of tertiary butyl bromide is influenced in that reaction or the rate of reaction. It is written as the rate is equal to K constant, concentration of tertiary butyl bromide. That means that species, the concentration of only one species on which the rate of reaction is totally depends. So it is called as unimolecular reaction. In that reaction the rate of reaction depends on only one species, so it is two-step reaction. One is slow or RDS step. RDS means a rate determining step, that is known as RDS step, or it is a slow step. In that step the CX bond, that is carbon halogen bond, undergoes heterolysis and forms carbocation. Undergoes heterolysis and forms carbocation. There is two-step reaction or reaction mechanism. In the first step, that is the breaking of bond between that carbon and that halogen atom or bromine. But the bond breaking is not homolytic or homolysis. It is a heterolysis, or heterolytically the bond is breaking. That heterolytic means unequal. Homo means equally, or hetero means unequal breaking of that bond. In that bond there is two electrons. One is of that carbon atom, one is of that bromine atom. If it is breaking homolytically, then the carbon atom get one electron and bromine atom get one electron. That is the equal breaking. If it is unequally break, that is the heterolysis, the both electrons are withdrawn by that bromine atom or halogen atom. So the carbon atom get a positive charge. See here, there is a positive charge. When the both electrons are withdrawing by that halogen atom, then the carbon atom get positively charged. That positively charged carbon atom is known as carbocation. When it is formed when the bond is breaking unequal or heterolytically, and we get a carbocation intermediate in a first step. First step, that is the breaking of bond between halogen and carbon, and it is a rate determining step or slow step. When the bond is broken down, we get a carbocation intermediate. That carbocation intermediate attacked by a nucleophile in a second step. In a second step, the nucleophile attack when the carbocation is formed. That means the bond between that halogen atom and carbon is broken. Then after the nucleophile is attacked on that species. In the second step, it is a fast step. But when the nucleophile attacks from front side, either back side, that means there is two possibilities to attack that nucleophile on that species, because there is very more space to attack from front or back side. Then we get a product that is tertiary butyl alcohol. The tertiary butyl alcohol, that is the main product we get. In the second step, the nucleophile uses its electron pair to form a new bond with carbon to get product. When the carbocation is formed, the carbon have a less electron, then the electrophile have a electron rich species. It have two electrons, a one pair of electron to use to form the bond between carbon and that nucleophile or carbon and that hydroxyl ion. We get a new compound, that is a alcohol, that is tertiary butyl alcohol. The two-step reaction in which only one species, the rate of reaction depends upon the concentration of only one species, so it is a SN1 reaction. In second step, nucleophile uses its electron pair to form the new bond with carbon to get a product. In that reaction, if the SN1 reaction is brought in optically active compound, product form is nearly racemic. Optically active compound, that means which get a or which have a at least one asymmetric or chiral carbon atom. If the reactant is as like optically active compound, then it gives the product as like SN1 reaction, that is 50% inversion of configuration and 50% retention of configuration. 50% inversion of configuration and 50% retention of configuration. That means that nucleophile 50% attacked from front side and 50% attacked from back side. Then we get the structure or new isomer, that is two isomers, that is 50-52 isomers, that is front side attacked and back side attacked. So it is a racemic mixture. If there is two equal type of mixtures, then you are already known about it, that is the racemic mixture, because one mixture is optically rotate as a dextro and one is rotate as a leo. Then the equimolar or equal amount of these two product is known as, that is racemic mixture. The SN1 reaction when carried out with optically active compound, then we get a racemic mixture. There is the two reactions, that is SN1 and SN2 are very important. In SN2 reaction there is only one transition state, but in a SN2 reaction there is two transition steps. The first transition step, that is the bond break between carbon and bromine. That means the reaction get more energy at a step first and then after at second step. That means it have a transition state two transition states. One is for first step and one is for second step. That means the reaction have a two transition steps. These two reactions are very important, and I simply explained and write down the notes of that SN1 and SN2 reaction. That is for 3 marks in a exam, either SN1 or SN2 reaction. Then after, the next point will be continue tomorrow. Thank you.